ready. On your word, Captain. We're at apogee, surrounded by stars and the vastness of space.
Welcome to UC Space.
Stars
Maintain your current
rings.
course while we scan your ship's cargo.
We are here.
Scan complete. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
Pardon.
Excuse me.
Hello. Yes, what? Hello.
Excuse me. scan as you enter the city. Okay.
Fancy, are you?
If nothing else, Constellation does have excellent lodging.
Hey, I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together. To say goodbye. You know. To Sarah. Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity. Wait, say that again? Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean what I think you mean.
Hate to be the responsible one, but the big bombshell of what we're actually building here might need another second to sink in. Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad. Get them all, and you've got a gateway to infinity.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation. You're right. We have to see the unity for ourselves.
You know it. Now, once everyone's head stops spinning from all of this, we can get back to work.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen. These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn. Catch a smile out there.
Everyone is staying in their rooms a lot more lately. Guess we all need some time.
You forget how much you take it personally.
Nice hat.
I have a feeling today's don't you agree? I'm so excited to see Tony after work. Oh, hi there. I'm doing great. How about you? Glad to hear it. Yeah, life is good, isn't it? I've been trying to save up enough money so that I can go explore the settled systems with my boyfriend, Tony. I think we're finally getting close. Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlantis. What about you? Have you gone on any adventures? That's amazing. I'm so jealous. One day you'll have to tell me and Tony all about them, okay? Well, That depends. Are you a foodie or a shopper? You should check out the commercial district. There's some cool shops there. And if you want a whole new look, there's even an enhance. Take care of yourself.
I also wish to be prepared for
Auxiliaries,
any
posture,
situation,
degrades with
but
increased carry weight.
there are practical limits, no?
risk your...
You didn't hear this from me, but those eclectic mercenaries, the factions use them sometimes. Three-Star Collective and UC both. That's why they give them a wide berth.
Saw your ship come in. Nice place. Huh. Finally.
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. To what do I owe this pleasure?
You might want this. I'm all ears.
So, we finally have all the answers. And yet here I stand, feeling like I understand even less than I did before. This talk of the unity of a multiverse? Dead friends appearing again? It is all simply too much. Does it? Perhaps you find all this satisfactory, but I am afraid I do not. We must take the word of a murderer and follow him into the Unity? What if it does nothing the Starborn have claimed? So you would just step into this unity based on what? Feelings? You have no idea what will happen if you do. None at all. You know that I love you, and I want to be there for you, but this is such an immense decision. Even if everything the Starborn have said is true, if you pass into this unity and come out in some other universe, look at who they are, at what they have become. They have the faces and voices of people you know, but are nothing like them. Are you not at all worried that the same fate would befall you? That you would become someone unrecognizable to the rest of us? That feels very much like you are just trying to delay this conversation as long as possible. But you are not wrong. And certainly, at this point, we would not want the artifacts falling into any other hands. We should get back to it. Now that we know what to work towards, there's no time to waste.
I was just thinking about you.
Of course you can. This is why I keep you around. It is hardly a present if you're asking for it, but fine. Here. If I can take a few things, I will.
Do you need something? This is amazing! The unity, the multiverse, this is everything, and more, literally. No kidding. Think of the dissertations. Boundless topics, no bounds. Except the books, they're bound. This explains so much, though. They're disorganized, petty, weird, and also deeply fascinating at the same time. Because they are just people. We never rule that out, but it feels so good to know we weren't fighting against robot alien ghost gods or something. No, not even slightly. They're people who obtain power in some unfair way, and some of them have used that power to cause suffering, and others just didn't want to share. But that's what regular people do every day of the year. True. We need to approach this critically and carefully. We can't just jump in. Or, I mean, we could, I guess. But it all comes back to this. We don't know what will happen if you enter the Unity. You might lose yourself or become a two-headed space shark. There are too many variables. What? No. I just have to go back and forth about it for a while first, and then I'll be completely fine. Just part of my process. Of course, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But I will say this. Our entire purpose in Constellation is to explore. Why would we stop now? I'm with you. I'm not gonna hold you back. But if you know, become evil or whatever, I'm also not gonna have your back. Anytime. The possibility of turning evil aside, I appreciate you taking the lead on this. You're guiding Constellation to new frontiers, new discoveries, and we should all follow your example. On that note, there's something else I'd like to discuss with you, if you have time. It's not on the scale of entering the Unity, but it is tangentially related. Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you. What, you think you're the only one who can walk around in a cape and tights? Granted, it's just a theory, but I venture anyone who experiences visions from touching an artifact is now connected to them. You got a vision, I got a vision. You got a power, ergo. Well, we don't have to go right now. Maybe after we get something to eat. You know where to find me. Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking to yourself...
So we know the answer. Who are the Starborn? Well, we are. We're some cracked mirror version of ourselves. The whole thing seems unreal. Yeah. Who's keeping track? You know, yeah, +1 for Team Sam. I was hoping the Starborn were somehow so advanced that their concerns were cosmic, significant. Instead, they're fighting over goddamn toys like we've been doing since caveman times. It's just a stupid game to them. And all our deaths and suffering, not relevant. And they seem to be just as messed up as the rest of us. So the Unity is a gateway. A gateway to countless possibilities. And you have a chance to go through it. Imagine. I'd be lying if it doesn't sound like the adventure of a lifetime. I don't know if you're taking anyone with you. But if you take me, I got no idea if I'd go through or not. If it weren't for Cora, I'd jump on it in a heartbeat. Cora would probably shove both of us out of the way and dive in first. Born explorer, that girl. A decision like that? Good luck getting to sleep tonight. I know it's your decision who to work with, but you gotta remember that the Hunter murdered our friend. Sure, the emissary may be a version of Sarah, so Sarah is still alive. Sort of. But that doesn't make what the Hunter did right. Not by a long shot. If the Starborn are party crashers from different universes, I'd side with the one that's not willing to murder innocents to win. It was a decent argument, I guess. Look, I don't know, I'm a simple man. I just want justice for our friend. My head is still spinning. Maybe after a few nights' sleep, it'll be clearer. Take care.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
Lay it on me.
Fine, okay. I'm going.
We are cleared for liftoff.
so pretty up here. We're in orbit. Chords are right on the money.
This is intriguing. A rather large amount of security for such a small place.
I am currently engaged in the completion of my assigned task. Please do not interfere. Manifest authenticated. Remuneration processed. Social interaction terminated.
Talk to me. Do you have time to talk? I had a favor to ask. Thanks. This has been swirling in my brain goo for a while now. So, I've been pondering over what's happened and what it all means. And I've got a favor to ask. A teensy-weensy favor. About the size of a plank length, really. I think it's time I joined you in the physics-bending powers business. See if one of those temples works for more than just you. Marvelous. I'm glad you're as gung-ho about this as I am. As it so happens, I've already talked to Vladimir. Seems our eye in the sky is back up and running. He sent me the coordinates for the temple already. We just have to visit. Oh yeah, I do. You may as well have it now.
Ship's clear and the sky is cold. Orbital insertion complete. You may now move freely about the cabin.
Oh, I never get tired of that.
Hey, Mayday! This is easy to... Explosion, high energy research lab. Massive damage. Overrun. Requesting emergency evac. Please. Hey, Mayday! This is easy to... Explosion, high energy research lab. Massive damage. Overrun. Requesting emergency evac. Please.
Landing gear's ready.
Activities for later analyses.
We're not alone.
Down.
Muscle guy! We're done. You know, I appreciate data collection. It's safe, it's smart, it's valuable.
National Research Station. You speaking. What is your business here? What? We haven't sent a distress signal? Nothing on the comms. No other ships in the system since our last supply drop. Look, what are you trying to pull here? Out here, we're the only ones on this planet. If someone had sent a distress signal, we'd have picked it up. Really? The High Energy Research Lab? Alright. I don't know what's going on here, but you should talk with the director. For security, I'm going to have to ask your friends to wait out there. Once inside, stay with me and don't make any sudden moves. I'll get the door. Welcome to Nishina.
The Hadron Consortium isn't gonna mess with you. Probably. Well, yell if they do, I guess.
Scan is clear. One moment. Attention all. I am declaring a courier. All sections are now on lockdown. Senior staff, protocol, Delta. Use up. There. Be right with you.
Ethan Hughes, Chief of Security. If you'll follow me, I'll show you to the director. Kaya Patel, our Administrator and Research Director. 28 years in quantum particle physics, or so I'm told. It's beyond me. We'll take the back way up. Here, you can see our lovely storage area. Don't touch anything. So, Nishina was built. What the? Easy! Easy! What the hell was that? What? 1 minute you're following me, and then you're just gone. Minute later, you pop in out of nowhere looking like you were in the middle of a fight. But there's nothing here. I should have never let you inside. What is this? Some kind of stealth tick? Who are you working for? Look, I don't know what's going on. Let's get you to the director. Maybe she can figure this out. Come on, this way.
Who's there? Oh, thank God. Finally, someone came. The distress signal. You picked up the distress signal, right? Rafael Aguero. Chief engineer here. Well, I was. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't have made it much longer. It's been so long. I'm out of food, out of water. But I made it. Wait. How did you get in here? Hughes? Ethan Hughes? But he's dead. No. This doesn't make any sense. Unless the accident, maybe Maybe this is a side effect of the accident. If the probe is still feeding power to the distortion, then... Right. Sorry. 3 months ago, I was calibrating an experiment in our high-energy research lab. There was an accident. An explosion. It caused a gas leak. Sparked a fire. I was trapped in the control room. There was nothing I could do. They're all dead. The lab was built around a xenolith with a dense metallic
Disappear! We should! Wait, he's back. Alright, we're on our way up. Hugh's out. I was just filling in the director. Let's keep moving. If anything happens, the director's office is on the second floor, end of the hall. You can't miss it. This way. Director?
Thank you, Ethan. Come in. Kaya Patel, Research Director. And this is our Chief Scientist, Maria Hughes. Ethan said you disappeared right in front of him. Twice now? 3 times?
Director, you can't be taking this seriously. Look, I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, but there has to be a rational explanation for all of this. Excuse me?
That is quite a claim. What makes you think that? Tell us about this other universe. Raphael? Raphael died in the accident. He...
Wait. Gas fire. Gas fire. The leak. Director, there was a hydrogen leak right after the accident. It was contained in a minute or two.
But if it hadn't been, it could well have caused an explosion.
Another universe, though. That's a lot to swallow.
We're not sure.
Raphael was in the lab near the ventilation controls. He could have stopped it.
Maybe he did, or died trying. Presumed dead. The research level has been locked down since the accident. We still don't know exactly what happened.
If he survived, he could have ended the lockdown, but... You mean this other Raphael? No. How could we possibly do that?
Raphael was a colleague and a friend. If there was some way to help him, I would. But it does seem unlikely. This facility and the research level 2 kilometers beneath us were built to study a gravitational distortion. 3 months ago, our chief engineer, Raphael, was calibrating an experimental probe when something went wrong.
We still don't know what happened. There was a series of explosions, and somehow it's still running. That would make sense. That's why the field strength keeps increasing. We have a control unit for the probe. After the accident, I tried to use it to shut down the system, but the kill switch isn't responding. We could shut it off manually, but the entire research level is locked down. We can't even get down there.
What you see here are just our living quarters. Most of this facility is deep underground. We have a particle accelerator and extensive research and development labs. Or we did.
An artifact? Really? That's all you're gonna say?
No, fair enough. You have a prior connection with them then. Maybe that's why this is only affecting you. So far, no one else has reported anything unusual. Either it's your prior exposure to these artifacts, or perhaps simply the fact that you're an outsider here. We didn't know. That's why we were researching it. That is science, after all.
How? I told you the research level's locked down. We can't even use the damn elevator. What?
Clever. In this other universe, Raphael survived. He made it back from the lab, so clearly his elevator works. Take it, and you might be able to shut down the experiment.
This is crazy.
But first, we have to do something about your shifting.
We can't shut down the probe, but we might be able to adjust some of the other parameters. It's risky. We don't know what we're dealing with, but... All right. It's worth a try.
Then it sounds like we have a plan.
Come with me. The control unit is in the fabrication lab next door. What have we gotten ourselves into?
Oh, it's you. What happened? You disappeared, and the ceiling caved in, and... I thought I'd finally lost it. What? How? Look, if you think things are bad up here, the research level is even worse. I barely made it out, and that was months ago. I don't understand any of this. If I hadn't seen you disappear with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. Okay. You're my ticket out of here. We'll do this your way. We can get out through the pantry. Here's the key. I'll back you up, I guess.
What the? You... How did
Security
you...
breach!
Go!
Everybody
go!
out!
Run for it! Out of my way!
Look at this. It's going to take hours to clear this out. Assuming the rest of the building doesn't come down on top of us. I'm not sure. It might stop whatever's happening to you. It's a reasonable theory, I guess. They're a native species. We had an electric pulse field to keep them out. The fire took out the generators, damaged the foundation. They just keep coming. I was in the lab, working on the frequency calibration for the probe. I was walking out of the control room when it happened. I heard the tanks rupture. The alarm sound. I only had a second to react. I jumped back into the control room. The doors sealed. I was safe. From the gas, the fire, everything. But I was trapped. There was nothing I could do to stop it. If I had gone the other way, maybe I could have made it to the ventilation controls. Killed the system. Even if it killed me, I don't know. I don't want to think about it. How should I know? You're the one who keeps winking in and out of existence. I just want to get out of here. Go do whatever you're going to do. I'll see if I can clear a path to the door.
Oh, it's you. You realize you just poked into my locked office. So much for security protocols. Sure. Down the hall. Take the stairs next to the atrium. Yeah, let me get the doors for you. And done. Is there anything else you need? That's right. Has been since the accident. We can't connect to the control system to override it. The whole system's on a hair trigger. Cameras spot anyone not in the staff database. They fire off an alarm and all hell breaks loose. Bigger than you'd expect. We've got a particle accelerator, whole lab complex, the high energy research lab. Real state of the art. Can't tell you what a tenth of it actually does. Yes, Kataxi. Nasty things. The original survey team ran across them. You're welcome to read the old logs if you want. Here, I'll unlock the terminal for you. The Kataxi in the other universe. Wow. I've got an experimental thing one of the engineers put together. But... That makes a lot of sense now that I think about it. You know how it is. All right. Yeah. It's never been field tested, but all yours.
What, did you get lost in the hallway? Alright. This is the probe control unit. Most of these controls aren't responding. I'm going to very carefully adjust the settings I can. There's no way to tell what's about to happen. Pay attention and be ready for anything. I'll begin by adjusting the energy feed of the electron beam array. We're at 93 teravolts. Calibrating to 95, 97, 100. Nothing. Let's try the other way. 91, 89. What the? Okay. It looks safe to approach. But what in the world? It's a micro-distortion. Flux pattern matches the distortion in the lab. The setting is just exposing it somehow. Step into the distortion, please. It's possible. That's what I want to test. If that is what's happening, what does that mean? How many of these distortions are there? All around us, all this time, and we've never noticed. Nothing. No, hold on. There's a slight pattern change. Some kind of resonance. Right, stay there. Let me turn the feedback up for a moment. Calibrating to 90, 91. What happened? Are you all right? So, the lower setting causes the distortions to manifest, and the higher causes you to shift. That seems promising. Keep it on the lower setting until you want to shift, and you should be able to avoid any more accidents. I'd give you my control unit, but it looks like you already have one from the other universe. Love to take a look at that when this is all over. No, we still don't understand what we're dealing with here. If we found something that works, let's not press our luck. You may want to practice shifting just to make sure this works reliably. Closer to the distortion, conditions may be less stable, if that's possible. Right? If you can get down to the research level, you need to make your way to the high energy research lab. Disengage the power interlocks. Then pull the emergency shutdown to stop the probe. That should finally put an end to all this. Oh, and before you go, the director wanted to speak with you. It really is just down the hall.
Well then, all set? If you need supplies, I've asked Dr. Barakova to take care of you. It's the least I can do after everything we've put you through. Before you go, there is one other thing we should discuss. If this experiment is the cause of your shifting, when you shut it down, the shifting will stop. What happens then? To you and to us. Nishina is a closed system. Two potential states, held in tension. When you shut down the experiment, that tension will resolve. You are the outside observer in the system. Whichever reality you are in, at that moment, is what will become real. For you and your universe, at least. The question is, which will you choose? Of course. I don't know. I'm not sure it's possible to know. It may cease to exist. It was one possible universe, but not what actually happened. We or Raphael actually did die months ago. Or it may remain real, just not in your universe. Or in some quantum sense, perhaps you make both choices and both outcomes will be real. Welcome to quantum mechanics. Nothing will change. Nothing can change. If the universe was other than it was, you would not be here to make this choice. What you choose will be what happened in your universe, the universe that brought you to this point. If this were a choice between my life and Raphael's, I would ask you to save him. But as the director of the station, I am responsible for the lives of my staff. 30 people. People with families, careers, futures ahead of them. In this universe. Not that I can see. Have you reached a decision? You don't have to decide now. But when the time comes, please, keep them in mind. Now, it's time you are going. With the network offline, we can't shut down the security system on the research level, so you can expect some resistance. Be careful. Ethan, unlock the elevator lobby, please.
Ma'am, research level is still locked down.
I'm aware of that.
Alright. Done.
Good luck, dear. It's been a fascinating day.
Howdy.
Tatiana Barakova, station's doctor. This is not a public medical facility, but the director has ordered me to assist you nonetheless. I can spare a few med packs. Beyond that, I am not your therapist, your psychologist, or your cosmetologist. If there's anything else you need, ask. My journal? Have you been in my quarters? Who do you think you are? The director may have given you run of this station, but I... Wait. Wait. What is this? This entry... It's mine, but... I didn't write this. And the scorch marks... God. Yes. Yes, I do. I can spare a few more supplies. and I'll give you a break on anything else you need. Let me see what I can find.
Don't touch the equipment.
Okay, hello.
Security lockdown is active. Emergency override controls are available on designated security terminals.
Dziki jeleń. Który masz level? 56. Się szybko zmienia. Nie chcę robić misji głównych. Jaki armor mantis? Co dostałem na samym początku chyba za jakieś DLC? Ten pancerz. Jak się nazywa? Nie wiem, czy się nazywa mantis. Tajemniczy skafander Gravis. On nie był modyfikowany, więc od początku ma te właściwości. Za któreś chyba DLC dostałem go w skrzynce. No jest całkiem spoko na początku, bo nadrabia te wszystkie braki levelowe, ale tam specjalnie nie ułatwia. Co on tam daje na początku? Jak jesteś schowany, to ma niewidzialność, więc trochę mogą cię wrogie jednostki nie zauważać, więc może to trochę pomóc. Tak uważam, że tu najlepiej to mieć dobrą zrobioną pod swoje preferencje broń. Ona najwięcej daje. Czwórki cię pasują, trójki. Pasuje, dobra. Mam jeszcze jakąś czwóreczkę, tu jest. Jak to tu będzie? Tak. Dwójka. Ta. Takiej czwórki nie mam, ale trójka by chyba pasowała. Jedynka. No nie robię za dużo misji tych głównych, bo nie chcę, żeby mi się tam ta gra za szybko skończyła, więc w ostateczności robię te główne misje. No niestety teraz jestem zmuszony, bo zostały mi tylko te z tablic. Te są, których te się powtarzają ciągle, a tych nie chcę robić, bo są negatywnymi. Tu na razie dowodów nie mam, tam jeszcze nie mogę w tym DLC. Drobne zostały mi same takie pierdy, więc muszę robić te główne niestety. Aż znajdę sobie znowu jakieś poboczne. A że ja lubię grać, eksplorować, więc zaglądam sobie do każdej dziurki, gdzie tylko mogę, bo to z moich gier otwartego świata nawykłem do takiego czegoś. Czyli tam muszę wejść, a mam drzwi pozamykane, więc muszę się tutaj gdzieś przeteleportować do tego złego. zniszczony. Muszę znowu wejść do normalnego świata. Kredyty. Ja robię dokładnie to samo. Ja kiedyś tę grę na początku, jak ona wyszła, zrobiłem sobie główną kampanię i szybko mi się skończyła. Więc wiem, że nie warto. Podobnie w Skyrimie jest, że można szybko go skończyć. I cała zabawa tu jest w misjach pobocznych. No i teraz powrzucałem tam wszystkie DLC możliwe, dużo modyfikacji takich, które rozszerzają sam gameplay. Nie lubię takich cheatowych, które ułatwiają, więc nie mam tak żadnych. I dlatego mam takie rozszerzenie do tego, że mogę sobie tu setki godzin pograć bez strachu, że mi się gra skończy. Dobra, co my tu mamy? System ochrony. Tu chyba nic nie... Wyłączenie odcięcia, sektor techniczny. Awarie. Czyli tu mam wyłączone laboratorium. Zdalne sterowanie wieżyczkami tu nie potrzebuję, bo już chyba ich nie ma. Sterowanie robotami. Też już wszystkie ubite. Alarmy. Rozbroimy, po co ma być. Dobra, czyli save. Dobra, czwórka nie ma, ta nie ma, ta. 2 szeroko, może być to. To pasuje. O, tak. Może być, amunicja mi zawsze się przyda. Czyli ja muszę wejść, a jest otwarte. Jest otwarte. Tam pewnie nie będzie.
Emergency override controls are available on designated security terminals.
Że niby co? To jest za ścianami, czyli znowu przeskoczyć trzeba, a nie, może jest zejście. Tu pewnie będą jakieś wieżyczki. No, a kamera. Ale ich się namnożyło. Jest więcej tych kamer. na czysto. Powodzenia, dzięki.
Controls are available on designated security terminals. Incident resolved. The security lockdown has been terminated.